Hello, my dear friends. I'm about to give you a free gift. It's a sample video from my patreon.com site, and it is a mini mentoring session. You'll get one of these every Friday, just as a little teaser, a little taste to see what it would be like to get one of these 5 days a week. If you decide you'd like to have one of these mini mentoring sessions 5 days a week, ad-free, go to A Better Life with FlyLady Kat at patreon.com, patreon.com, and sign up. It's only $5 a month. You get 20 videos a month, and they are designed to give you a kick in the pants first thing in the morning. It's set up so that you can see them first thing, so you can watch them in bed even before you get going. It's designed for payroll and at-home homemakers, and it will help you with the way you think about the way you're doing life and doing the FlyLady system. So I hope that you go over and check out my Patreon site. While you're there, look at all of the other opportunities that I have for you for mentoring. We do personal one-on-one mentoring. There are different levels of that. And also I offer this year in 2022, financial mentoring. So if you need a budget, if you would like to be financially independent, now's the time to sign up for that as well. Okay, have a wonderful day. Enjoy the video. Hello, patrons. Today I want to give you some clarity on decluttering. And the clarity I want you to have is that you can do this. You can. I think a lot of times people think they can't declutter, that it's just too hard, that they're just not built that way, or whatever other reason that you give yourself is not true. You can declutter. That's one reason why we do take it to 15 minutes a day, 4 days a week. I don't give it to you in giant chunks. It's just little tiny bites, little nibbles, 15 minutes a day, 4 times a week, done over a 90-day period, and you're going to see a huge change if you do that in each of the zones every single week. Now, to maintain, you are going to have to do clutter checks, which means that you're looking at the places you decluttered along with the flat surfaces to make sure that no new clutter is accumulating, but that you are maintaining the status quo. You're going down that road and nothing is crumbling behind you. You're keeping it cleared, okay? So you're shoring it up by doing your clutter checks. But knowing that you can do it is a huge, huge, huge step into decluttering. So the clarity of decluttering is knowing you can do it. How do I know you can do it? Well, number one, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Number two, it's 3 simple suggestions in your brain. And those are, well, actually questions. And those are, number one, do I love it? If you love it, you get to keep it. You do have to figure out a way to demonstrate your love for this by using it at least every quarter, or at least once a quarter, or at least a quarter a year, sorry. At least one time a year, you have to use this item. So if it's a decorative item, put it in your cyclical or seasonal decorations. So maybe it looks more like summer to you, so it'll go out in the summertime. So it's, do you love it? Or if it's something you wear, do you wear it at least once a year? At least once a year. A coat that you wear at least once a year. Do you use it? So you might not love it, but you use it. It's a potato peeler. Do I use it? Yes, I peel potatoes with it at least once a month. You don't have to have the once a month thing. It's just, do you use it? And you have to define what use means to you. I would say every time I have baked mashed potatoes that I want to peel, I use this potato peeler, therefore I use the potato peeler, so I get to keep it. Now I found a second and a third and a fourth potato peeler. Now your sub question is, which one of these potato peelers do I think is the very best one? This one. Then these 3, I'm gifting. I'm giving them away. Or if one of them's rusted and doesn't work, garbage, okay? That was the second question. The third question is, do I use it? Do I love it? And what's the third question? I guess it's wear it. I think that was the other one. Do I wear it? Do I use it? Or do I love it? I think that was the third question. So do you wear it? So we can take the coat now and say, do I wear it at least once a year? Yeah. I wear it at least once a year. Have I, in the first kind of overall painting of anything is, have I seen this thing in the past 3 years? That's a really good question. If you haven't seen it, if it hasn't seen the light of day in the past 3 years, more than likely it won't in the future. And as you grow older, you'll be surprised how long it has been since you've seen things. Something can seem like a few days ago, but it's a few years ago. Or it can seem like a few years ago, and it's actually 30 years ago. So only reason I know that is because I've been married for 44 years this January. So I know how fast time flies and how you don't think it's been 20 years. It's like, that can't be. It can't be 20 years. No way. But it is. So look and see if you've used it in 3 years. If you haven't used it in 3 years, it's a good time to let it go. Gift it to someone else if it's still good. If you think it's still good and then you hold it up and see that it's not really so good, then throw it away. Okay, that's the first kind of basic set of questions. The second thing, that's part A. Part B is emotional clutter. Things that you've been given, things that remind you of someone. So it could be extra pictures, it could be clothing items or just household items or decorative items that belong to a loved one. And somehow, some way, you've allowed yourself to believe that the spirit of that person is in these things, and it is not. These are just inanimate objects that they make every day. Maybe not that particular one, but they make these kinds of things every day. If you need a spoon, there's spoons for you. You don't have to save the one that belonged to Grandpa Ellis. You have one, okay? If you love Grandpa Ellis's spoon, you use it, dingo, you get to keep it. Bingo, you get to keep it. Not dingo. Bingo, you get to keep it. If you love Aunt Emmy's shawl and you wear it, you get to keep it. If you love this picture of your great-grandfather and it's hanging on your wall and it's something that you stop and glance at often, you get to keep it. But if it's a stack of pictures that you never look at, that now you're looking at and you don't know half the people in the pictures and you're not sure of the ones that you think you know in the pictures, time to let those go. Time to let them go. Okay, so that's emotional. Could be something that's written. Maybe they wrote you a little note, but that note was for a different person long ago, a 4-year-old you, a 20-year-old you. Your tonsils were removed and they sent you a "we hope you feel better" card, and that was when you were 7. Time to let it go. It really is. I know that sounds mean, and you think, oh, but I could save this and I could have this whole little book of things from Grandma. No. Would you ever look at it seriously? If you would, listen, I'm the last person to tell you you absolutely have to do anything. I'm just telling you how to get rid of clutter in your house. And part of it is emotional clutter. If you decide you love something and it's the tonsillectomy letter from your grandmother, and you want to keep it in a special book and you're going to look at it once a year and put your hand over it and remember how she wrote and all that, and that's important to you, then as long as you put it in your cycle of what you're going to look at and what you're going to love, then it's yours to keep. I'm not going to tell you have to throw away something you love and look at and cherish. I'm telling you those things that have been stuck in boxes and in drawers and in garages and in attics and in basements that you haven't, and sheds that you haven't looked at in forever, and now you pull it out, can't suddenly be something that you really, really love, because you don't really, really love it, or it would have never been shoved away like that before. I know I talk about this a lot, but you really have to let go of emotional clutter. Emotional clutter takes valuable space in your home and gives weight onto your shoulders. We want to lighten that load. We want to streamline your home so that the family that you have today, not your dead family, but your living family, can have a wonderful life. Streamlined and easy to live in your home so that you have more time to enrich their lives with yours and they yours with theirs. Okay? So that's what I want you to think about today. I want you to change your mind and give yourself the idea that you can declutter, and you can do it in little teeny bits 4 times a week, 15 minutes a day in the zone. That's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.